What be happening, my brothers? Plug and play? I don't know. Got to glue in the stab. Got to glue on 3 hinges. And they didn't even put on the prop. That's 4 screws. That's a lot of work. It shouldn't take too long. I've had a couple of these, 2 so far. And you always got to glue in the stab, which is, pretty much press fit kind of a thing, so you don't have to really think too much about alignment or anything. I mean, I did check it, but that it was squared up. But, there's nothing to it. And some of them, they say to use the CA, but I just use the epoxy. Quick and easy and guaranteed. And then, I'll use epoxy on the 3 hinges. 3 hinges. That shouldn't take too long. And especially, it's just hinge, one side's hinged, the other side's slotted. So, I mean, there's nothing to do except, squish on a little Z-epoxy and shove it in place. Probably hold it there with some blue tape, like normal. And then, I think I could manage to put on a spinner cone. But looking forward to this one quite a bit. This is the cover scheme that I was supposed to be getting on my 104-inch Skywing NG. And would have been a lot easier on my eyes to see than the yellow. The yellow's probably a cooler scheme. That yellow and charcoal really looks bitchin', but it's really hard for me to see those colors in the air. But I'm getting used to it. These are much easier to see, but orange has never been my favorite color, and red's even easier for me to see. But pretty cool. So more than the last couple, I'm really looking forward to checking out. Last couple electrics, really looking forward to checking out what this one's going to fly like. I got a good vibe about this one. We shall see. I'm really liking the 104-inch Extra NG from Skywing that I just have like 5 or 6 flights up on now. Hasn't surpassed the Extreme Flight 104-inch Edge 540 for that 100% locked in kind of feeling that's had since I first got it, and it still does. I haven't even never really pushed that plane. Like, I always fly it pretty conservatively, but one of these days I'm going to push that a little harder. Just to kind of love it so much. I always kind of baby it. But it's right there. It's I hesitate to say, but it is probably my second favorite next to that plane. And so much different than my last Skywing, which was the just a couple months back, got the Yak 54. And it was the first plane coming back this last couple years that I didn't like. All of them, I just like all of them. All the brands, all the models, they all fly good. And that one was just, I don't know, it seemed like the tail moment was kind of long, like old school, and that it was kind of sluggish, like old school. But I say that at the same time, there's a video on YouTube where a guy is XAing that thing, and it looks great, so, guess it's the pilot, not the plane. But really looking forward to getting this one in the air. See the whole shop, this whole disaster. There's the wings and stabs, and here's my last GP 178 with 2 sets of mufflers, and I'm gonna put this up for sale, maybe $1,300 with the 2 sets of mufflers. This one has like 30 flights on it. This is my best one. No issues. No prop strikes. 100% good. Good to go. Awesome motor. I'm gonna get rid of that because I'm done with the 170cc class. This is the last plane to go. All my other 170cc's are sold. This one's sold too. Just waiting for it to get picked up. And I got that DA200, and I would could be talked into selling it, but what I'd rather have is not sell it. I love that motor. I would rather have the right plane for it. Just can't figure out what that could be. It's definitely not the 125-inch Extreme Flight Laser, for sure. And so I don't know. I mean, Could get a muscle bite, but that's too, Waco'd out to me. I'd really, I want an ultimate. Nobody makes, well, it couldn't be anybody. It'd have to be Skywing or Extreme Flight. Make an ultimate, the right size for that thing. That would really be super cool. I'm trying to think of who else, what else. If there was, and you see them once in a while, every 2 or 3 years, an Airworks Ultimate ARF from way back in the day. Same one that, basically the Chip Hyde flew in the 2022 and final TOC to win. Chip Hyde. I talk to these guys nowadays. Nobody even knows who Chip Hyde is. Or Kiki Samanzini either. He owns Flex Innovations. Nobody even knows who he is. Who's Kiki Samanzini? Oh, he owns Flex. Oh, the old guy that owns Flex, And I'm like, no, man. It's like the badass pilots. So, yeah, that plane, though, once in a while you see them new in box, like on Flying Giants, every couple of years. I would get that and put that in there. Because I flew that plane before, what was his name? In NorCal, it'll come to me. He had one with a DA 150, and he had 5 pounds of lead in the nose to CG that thing out for him. And I flew that plane, and it was so cool to fly. And, the DA 200 would be what? Like equivalent to a DA 150 and 2.5 pounds or so. 3 pounds at the most, So it would still be 2 pounds lighter in the nose, which would work for me, and it would be 2 pound lighter wing loading, And, I say I would take that plane, and I think I would. I think I would take one of those and put that DA 200 on it, because that is a cool plane, but so spoiled on the quick release. I really want something new to come out. I do love the way, had some discussions with some guys on this, and I'm not sure everybody agrees with me, but to me, I like the way that Jace Raven looks, and it's small, at 113. He says it's good to go for a 200. That's a 200L, but he's got the 180 on there, so normal. That's normal 170cc class twin weight. So that matches up, with a DLE 170 and DA 170 and all that stuff. Even a GP 178 is just a tiny bit heavier. So it's right in there in the ballpark. But I love the way he makes that plane look, and I can get fooled by some of the elite pilots, but I don't think that much. Like, I can tell what the plane is giving them, and then watching Santi, and I can't think of who else has flown the Extreme Flight 120-inch 260, and that was the big plane that I was really thinking that was going to be the magic for that motor, and it might still be. And that's got a lot more wing area for the the extra weight of this motor versus a 170 cc twin class. So I mean, theoretically should be better. But yeah, it didn't look as good as Jay's flying his 113. And then you think 113 so small. I mean, it's so funny. It's kind of like, and I've seen it already, but actually I've seen it twice now. They've had this motor on the Extreme Flight 114-inch slick, which I just sold my red one, but could always get another one of those and try it out. And I'd have to cut the motor box myself and stuff, which is no big deal. It's a day's work, though, to get that all cut and fabricated and ready for the longer motor. I didn't have a plan for this video, and here I'm just clearing the buffer again, talking about stuff. But yeah, I would like to find a great plane for that. As you can see, my mind is scrambled around looking for something that would be awesome for that motor. Maybe the plane would not just wouldn't fly as good as all my other planes, all my other third scales and stuff. Maybe it wouldn't fly as good as them, but you'd get to have that motor, I just love starting it up and listening to it, but yeah, the way it sounds in the air and everything, it's super cool. somehow this turned into the DA200 4-cylinder video. I don't know how that happened. What else we got going on? That's about it, really. I just wanted to show this plane, which looks super cool. I don't know if I'll get this up today. I think I'll glue it up right now. It's Tuesday morning. And then I could fly it later today, possibly. And yeah, but looking forward to this one. When the container finally comes in for Extreme Flight, I got a V3 extra 104-inch Extreme Flight gonna ship out to me. It's got the old school J scheme, you know, of the red, white, and black and the stars, you know, as if they can come through for me on that one. Antonio lost my this color scheme 104 emails, and he gave my plane to someone else, even though I pre-ordered it early. So hopefully this is all dialed this time. I think they've already run my credit card and everything for like 3 weeks ago. So I got that coming. Then I'm not sure after that. I'll be in pretty good shape, you know, with like 6 104-inch planes, this plane, and that's kind of gonna be it, you know. And then yeah, I'll probably keep the 200 and just wait, you know, for something to come down the pike for that. And then maybe actually quit, you know, fooling around and trying to actually fly instead of messing with planes all the time in the garage. And then you know, try to get better. But you know, as you guys know, that's, for a lot of us, it's a big reason we stay in, you know, the hobby is for all the wrenching in the garage, and then also it's fulfilling. We like it. And then also the you know, this is the bad part, is buying things. The addiction of buying things, shopping therapy, is really a huge fun part. I knew one of the guys up Northern California, he had so many kits and so many planes just all stacked in boxes, you know, so he never hardly flew, and he stopped really assembling them, but just the fun of buying them. It's pretty cool. I'm working on this pilot. This will be my last little thought. If you guys haven't already moved on from this video, aren't listening anymore. But yeah, this pilot, I've been working on it. I'm going to put this pilot in my new Skywing yellow Extra NG. And this thing took a little bit of a wallop like a year and a half ago. And instead of throwing it away or anything, I glued it back together right there, because that seam was coming apart a little bit. And then I was looking for some Band-Aids on like Amazon and on Google, like some for kids' toys, you know, like little miniature Band-Aids for, you know, for grins. And I couldn't find any, so I just came up with this black tape, electrical tape X's, which I think looks pretty cool. Going down there too, a little scuff. And then I think, yeah, I like it a lot. And then I was thinking to cut out these cat eyes from these stickers, and then there'll be one cut eye out. That'll be that cut eye out on this side, and that cut out eye on that side, and we'll see what that looks like. If not, I got some other ideas if that doesn't look cool. And yeah, that's the last thing I'll talk to you about. Oh, as a what do they call it? Homage to, as a tribute to Kyle Wushness. I'm gonna put this on this little plane. This is like an alien on the inside. He just like swiped the windshield so that you could see him. That's his hand over there after having swiped the windshield. And that's his alienness. I don't know if this guy looks, you know, quite as funny and cute as Kyle, but it's pretty close. And I got this. Look at that orange. It's crazy. So I thought that would look kind of cool up here with all that orange. So I was thinking of putting that on there. And, you know, I'm a sticker guy. And that's 15 minutes of rambling. I think it was mostly like a DA200 video. All right, out.